Today, we'll be comparing and contrasting a text and video version of the same story. Have you ever read a book and then watched the movie version? You probably walked out of the movie with lots of thoughts. Maybe the book had more details or the movie had more suspense. Maybe having a visual of the main character helped you understand him or her better. In both books and movies, we see and hear as we're reading or watching. In books, what we're hearing and seeing is often visualized in our own minds and imaginations. In movies, the images and sounds are provided for us. Today, we'll be analyzing what we see and hear as we read a poem called Whatif and then watch a video version of the poem. Thinking through what we see and hear in each will help us understand how our experience was different depending on the story's medium, text or video. After each version, we'll answer 3 questions. What do I see in the text or video? What do I hear? What don't I see or hear? At the end, we'll use our answers to these questions to summarize how the experience of reading the text was different from watching the video. Let's start by reading the text version of the poem, What If by Shel Silverstein. Last night, while I lay thinking here, some what-ifs crawled inside my ear and pranced and partied all night long and sang their same old what-if song. What if I'm dumb in school? What if they've closed the swimming pool? What if I get beat up? What if there's poison in my cup? What if I start to cry? What if I get sick and die? What if I flunk that test? What if green hair grows on my chest? What if nobody likes me? What if a bolt of lightning strikes me? What if I don't grow tall? What if my head starts getting smaller? What if the fish won't bite? What if the wind tears up my kite? What if they start a war? What if my parents get divorced? What if the bus is late? What if my teeth don't grow in straight? What if I tear my pants? What if I never learn to dance? Everything seems well, and then the nighttime what-ifs strike again. Let's go back to our 3 questions. First, what did I see? Well, details in the text about school, tests, and growing taller show me that the main character is a student, so I'm picturing a young person in my mind. What did I hear? I hear a person that is anxious or worried. The text structure, a series of questions one after the other, builds this sense of worry. Things I didn't see or hear were the main character's age and gender. I also don't know what time period the main character lives in. So these are things that I personally have to visualize and imagine for myself. Now we'll take a look at the video version of What If.
Last night, while I lay thinking here, some what-ifs crawled inside my ear, and pranced and partied all night long, and sang their same old what-if song. What if I'm dumb in school? What if they've closed the swimming pool? What if I get beat up? What if there's poison in my cup? What if I start to cry? What if I get sick and die? What if I flunk that test? What if green hair grows on my chest? What if nobody likes me? What if a bolt of lightning strikes me? What if I don't grow taller? What if my head starts getting smaller? Everything seems well, and then the nighttime what-ifs strike again.
In the video, visual clues like the clothes and setting indicated to me that the main character is a modern middle or high school boy. What did I hear? The text structure of growing worry is even clearer in the video because the tone of the main character's voice gets increasingly loud and anxious. I hear his anxiety in the sound and quickening pace of his voice. On a basic level, what I didn't see or hear was the entire poem. The filmmaker chose to shorten the poem and not include every detail. I have to interpret why he may have done this, perhaps to make a simpler point or to avoid sounding repetitive. The other thing I didn't see were my own visualizations, because image clues were provided for me. To summarize, my experiences with each version were pretty different. The poem's text and structure gave me basic details that helped me form my own visualizations about the main character, the situation, and the context. The video, on the other hand, gave more direct context about the character using images, sound, and tone. However, it had fewer written details and allowed less room for my own visualizations to come into play. Now let's briefly overview what we did today. First, we read a text and video version of the same poem. After each version, we asked ourselves 3 questions. What do I see? What do I hear? And what don't I see or hear? We used the answers of these questions to summarize how the experience of reading the poem was different from the experience of watching the video. As you know, there are so many movies today that are based on books. So try using what we reviewed today next time you encounter a book that's been turned into a movie.